You guys see that wrist? That's all they're getting. Maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think about this? Because it looks like we have 4 chief petty officers and also an ensign, a little O1 that's probably in the corner just thinking like, man, these guys better not get me in trouble. I've got a lot to lose. Well, yes, sir, you do.
Hey, knock it off. There's a kid back there.
I'm in danger.
And this is because not only was there a leak, about a week or so ago? I'll play that clip right here of the F-35 crashing.
And left base turn to final.
Yeah, that was already bad. Someone was probably on watch or something that captured that footage, and that got leaked to the internet along with this photo right here. Now, you would think with that public media attention that would raise some red flags for people that might be part of the investigation or that probably have a little bit of rank that would say, maybe I don't share that, right? Maybe they had already done it before this all came out. I think they're getting a slap on the wrist, and that's because the Navy Times has come out to talk about this and is saying they are being charged with only one non-judicial punishment. I think this would play out a little bit differently if this was anyone else, right? A Navy officer and 4 senior enlisted leaders are facing non-judicial punishment in connection to the leak of shipboard video footage showing the harrowing January 24th crash of an F-35 Lightning II jet on the deck of the aircraft carrier the Carl Vinson while the ship was deployed to the South China Sea. The video shows the jet hitting the deck, catching fire, and then sliding the length of the carrier before falling into the sea.
I agree. If we're going down this road again, it better be a bulletproof.
615 tower.
Still, she could be a
Let's
Let's get her statement. I'm not moving forward officially until Angela weighs in.
If it concerns St. Patrick, can't let this get anywhere near Angela. We need a full Chinese wall here. Sorry, one, I'm Korean. And 2, for all this action in China.
Who's the one that's yelling fire, fire, fire?
Granted, that footage initially from another angle was already shared, but this footage that you're going to see right here looks to be a little bit more official or maybe from an investigation. Now, I say an investigation because it looks like they're on a government computer of some kind. Also looks like these people are talking about the footage and going through it. When you are part of a formal investigation that is looking at this stuff, I have to ask, why are you recording this? Why is this the case? OPSEC, man. OPSEC. Let's talk about that. Operational security, giving away this stuff. A Navy ensign, a senior chief, and 3 chiefs have all been charged with failure to obey an order under Article 92 of Uniform Code of Military Justice. Naval Air Force's spokesman, Commander Zach Harrell, declined to identify the accused or confirm where their cases are in the legal process. While the investigation into the leaked videos is complete, the investigation into the crash remains ongoing, Harrell said. This commander says they don't talk about the legal process, but then goes ahead and says they're getting an Article 92. I'm a little lost. You've just told us that they're being charged with non-judicial punishment, and you've pretty much affirmed if they're getting non-judicial punishment that this is not going to court-martial. This would not go to that level, which means we can piece this together, and which also means likely no one's going to hear about these names, and we're hoping that this goes under the rug. The Navy has yet to salvage the wreckage. 7 sailors were injured in the mishap, including the pilot who ejected. And they say, quotations, "We remain grateful to the highly trained sailors aboard Carl Vinson who immediately responded to ensure that the pilot was recovered from the water. All injured personnel were cared for and the flight deck was cleared and reset for operations," Harrell said in a statement. After a short pause in accordance with safety procedures, the rapid response from the crew enabled flight operations resume with minimal impact to mission requirement. Now it says U.S. Naval Institute News News first reports the charges. Navy Times sister's news site, Defense News, reported the week that the crash severed all 4 of the arresting cables on the Vincent's deck, which are used to catch the stop landing jets. The Vincent's crew had the deck cleared and ready to resume launch and landings within 45 minutes. I want to commend the crew there as well. They did hop into action. When you see a lot of the footage of other instances on the flight deck, you'll see that they spring into action and they resort to their training. I will give kudos and thumbs up where it is, but I'm like, only in Article 92 for this? We all know Article 92 for disobeying a lawful order of not sharing this material, right? Number 2, 134, the catch-all. Where is that? We have an officer that's part of this group. Conduct unbecoming of an officer, because we don't even have this aircraft in our possession, or we possibly could just tell the Chinese that we don't, to make them, keep looking in the ocean for hours or days or weeks on end. But let's give some perspective to this. Back only a couple years ago, you had some trolls and random people on the internet that were spending hours, if not days, and they found Shia LaBeouf on this live camera stream that he placed as an artistic way of showing his creativity and where he was at, right? They pinpoint the dude and they found him. Imagine you have a whole entire country which has way more incentive to get this aircraft to pretty much ensure they have more leverage than anybody else against the U.S. military. This is why I'm like, any photos, any video of this to show where it's at, to kind of give more glimpse, maybe based on lighting and all these other things. We're talking about cyber warfare. Are you going to tell me that the Chinese probably were not trying to already track where this carrier was at or what operations were going on, or they didn't have any little bit of awareness? Every little inch or piece of this puzzle only helps contribute to their cause. And I'm like, I'm just surprised we're getting Article 92 and that's it. And we're saying it's an NJP and calling it a day. I just believe that they would do more about this, knowing the level of security, knowing that there is so much intelligence within these aircraft as far as how they're engineered, the equipment on board, all their capabilities. Let's be honest here. Do I think anything's going to happen to their careers for the chief petty officers? Probably not. This is going to be chalked up to, you're going to retire, see you later, you're not making a promotion. Now, this ensign, let's just hope he's not a prior enlisted dude, to be honest, because he probably has more to lose. But if you're looking at somebody that's brand new to the military, this guy's career very much could have some kind of punishment on there, which could look bad and affect promotion, other things like that, or possibly being compared to other officers when he does get in the zone, going up for O3 and things like that. So I don't know how that's going to play out as far as what the actual punishment is, what that's going to result with, but what do you guys think would be appropriate when it comes down to this? Because I think this is an interesting take, as we've had a lot of discussions about accountability on here since Stuart Scheller's been out of the cage and pretty much talking about that. But let me know down in the comments below. If you guys like this content, you guys can always support over at the patreon.com link below, or also the YouTube join button below this video for special perks and benefits here on YouTube. If you guys have questions about this or anything else, you always hit me up on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, or down in the comments below. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.